Hello, 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 my YouTube subscribers and my subscribers to be. I'm your host, Josie Latimer, coming to you to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I just want everyone to know that Christmas time is near. Another new year will be coming in, and everyone should just be happy. The kids, you want to get them ready for the holiday season. You want to get them all the things that their little heart desires, and especially if they've been good kids. Even if they haven't been good kids, you want to give them something just to lift up their spirits so that they can be good kids, you guys. So I just wanted to come to you and to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. This is the season to be jolly. And you do want to be careful because people are out shopping. And when you're out shopping, you know what's going on. You have a lot of crime that's happening all around, not just in one area, but it's all over the world. Just about everyone I talk to are experiencing bad things around the holiday season. So please, 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 when you're out shopping in the malls, you want to watch all around you and be careful. And another thing I heard, you guys, I got on my little Santa Claus outfit I'm trying to cover. Another thing, you guys, is I heard that if you have daughters or even sons, that sex trafficking is really, really big going on. I have a friend and she said her granddaughter saw this big van. This big van. It was a white van. It didn't have any windows or anything like that. And she's only 12 years old and she saw that van. And she said, Grandmommy, that's the sex trafficking van. That's the van that pick up young girls. Grandmommy, that's the van. That's how they look. Now, how did that 12-year-old girl know that? So later on, I talked with some girls. I had a couple of clients, and they were young girls. And they said, you know what is big? What's really big? And I'm like, what's really big? They said, sex trafficking. And I was like, sex trafficking? I said, this little girl asked her grandmother about that. I said, are you sure? They said, yes. I said, well, that's what that little girl was talking about. So either she heard it or someone tried to get up on her for sex trafficking, and she told her grandmother that that's the type of van. So someone's teaching her, and it wasn't her grandmother, and it wasn't her mother. Her grandmother wondered, where did this little 12-year-old girl get that from, knowing about sex trafficking and some big white van that picks up girls. And so I had to call her back and tell the grandmother, look, the grandmother is a friend of mine. I had to call and say, well, I had two clients and they were young, and they said your granddaughter was right, that they have these people that go around, and it can be women or men, and if they see little girls just running around, they'll give them something to smell to knock them out. And before you know it, they have them and gone, taking them away from their parents, just like that. And I was like, wow, that was what that little girl was talking about when she saw this big white van. It scared her, you guys. It really did scare her because of the fact that she knew that, or someone told her that that is a van that take little girls. Someone told her, or maybe she knew someone that it had happened to. You know what I'm saying? So for the parents with girls and even guys, because now they have young girls that will go after other young girls. And so my clients was like telling me, they said, well, if anybody give anybody something to smell, like smell this, they lace whatever it is they're asking you to smell, and then you're knocked out, and the rest is history. So you guys, this is holiday season. People have to watch out, but it's not just a holiday, it's every day. And like they said, it's women too, it's kids that come after other kids, it's young girls that come after other young girls, and they have this stuff linked where boys too can also be a part of sex trafficking, you guys. So they use people in all kind of different ways and ages, and you don't never know what's really going on. You may think it's a nice person you're meeting, and because back in my days, and probably in some of you guys' days too. You remember when you used to meet someone, and when you would meet them, these people really actually wanted to get to know you for to be your girlfriend or boyfriend. Well, it's not like that anymore. And I do feel sorry for the kids of tomorrow because they are really experiencing the worst part of life. And I remember I had the fun part of life. It was so much fun. If someone stopped you or gave you something to smell, it wasn't to knock you out. It was to try to bait you in to be a girlfriend or a boyfriend. But nowadays, uh 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 uh. So kids, watch out. Don't smell anything if somebody asks you. And then another thing, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but these door ring bells, this stuff is even attached where people are beginning to tap into those and start talking to people into their homes. And so I saw in the news, it was a little girl, some man was like, "Hi, I'm Santa. I'm Santa Claus." And the little girl started screaming, "Mommy, mommy, this man is Santa, he's Santa." You know, so this technology is not as tight as you think it is. It's loose. Those door ring bells, cameras, all of that stuff. People can tap into your computers, your emails, your bank accounts, just all kinds of stuff is happening. And this is why cyber police is very important now. They're just as important as cops on the streets. Matter of fact, they have an easier job kind of because they're sitting at the computer and they don't have to worry about somebody shooting them or killing them. So, you guys, I just want to say Merry Christmas and let this be a joyous season, even though I mentioned all the negative things that are going on in the world today. But I do want everybody to not just focus on that, but just be aware of your surroundings and teach your kids not to smell anything from anybody. I wouldn't care if it's a flower, a toy, a rose, a diamond. I wouldn't care what it is. Stay away. You don't want to smell anything. And those young girls that was telling about the sex trafficking, they said they'll even put it on people's cars, like on your car. So by the time you get to your car, the smell will knock you out and then they're able to rob you as well. This stuff is really serious, you guys. It's really something that you got to be on pins and needles and do this everywhere you go, watching yourself, just watching, making sure that nobody's up on you, nobody's around you, keeping your cell phone visible, keeping your hand on 911. You know what I'm saying? This stuff has to stop. It really has to stop. I think they need to make more money in the world and just give everybody a lump sum of money that nobody won't have to rob nobody, and just or start giving people that's really hurting people a stiff sentence where they wouldn't even think about it, and make more money and give everybody money. I think if everybody had a lot of money, maybe that might solve the case. I don't know, because it could also be mental. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of people have mental problems and they're not getting the proper help. A lot of people don't want to admit that they are. And then you have a lot of people that just have malice in their hearts to hurt people. And for the love of money, it's always been the rule of all evil. For the love of it. Not for what money can do, but it's the love of it. And I don't know why people do that, because eventually you're going to get caught and you're not going to be able to enjoy it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I really don't understand that, or perhaps they don't understand yet that when you do that stuff out there like that, oh, it's coming. They coming to get you. They are coming to get you, and they don't stop until they do. So what good is it? What good is it to get little girls and sex traffic them? Because the people that are doing it wouldn't want no one doing it to their kids. They wouldn't want anyone doing that to their daughter. You have a lot of men that are doing this stuff for money with somebody else's children and will be ready to kill somebody if they did it to theirs. You see what I'm saying? Because blood is thicker than water. Well, why hurt someone else's child? Yeah, I saw there was a video on YouTube where this young girl said that they used her. This guy told her wonderful things, and because of the fact that she had been in foster care homes, and they said things that she probably never heard from her foster parents, and she slept with thousands and thousands of men. And she was only a child underage since I think 12 or 13 years old. How horrific is that? Straight up sex trafficking until she got old enough to know that her body was not made to be used to make nobody else money and to get abused after she made the money. When she laid down and had sex with those guys and the traffickers, the people that are doing the sex trafficking, they took all the money and dogged her, didn't want to feed her, just used her up. It is so sad. So now she's helping other young girls. So it's holiday time, and just try to watch out and be happy going into the next year and not letting all this stuff get up on you. No sex trafficking, nobody robbing, killing, shooting. Why don't people just grab a hold to this joyous holiday season and be thankful for waking up with the breath of life? I mean, how much more can you ask for? When God wakes you up in the morning and gives you the strength to breathe, and I'm telling you, breathing is something wonderful. I have a sister, and she had a breathing problem, and she had to get lung transplants. And God gave her a second chance in life. And so, why do a person have to go through something to understand that breath of life is very, very important for these people out here that are not thankful, out here hurting people, and they're able to wake up in the morning and have a breath of life. I just don't understand it, and I don't think I ever will. So, you guys, I want to say Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. And please click like, share, and subscribe. And I wish you a I wish you a happy holiday. Talking about all this stuff, my tongue got tied. I just, was on my mind as I was trying to speak because it's just so much more, but I don't want to get into that. I don't want to spoil this holiday message that I wanted to give you. And I wanted to say, I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Click like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be coming back with more of the Real News Talk Show. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.